Today I have with me Christopher to talk about Windows Terminal and learn more about how the new feature included in that new release coming up. Hi, Christopher.
Hey, Frank.
So, Windows Terminal, a new update. Does it mean that Windows Terminal is here to replace the prompt, the CMD command?
No, actually. So that's a very common question. So command prompt and Windows Terminal, they actually work hand in hand together. So if you see my screen over here, I have command prompt in Windows Terminal. So
Okay.
the big misconception is that command prompt is going to replace, sorry, Windows Terminal is going to replace command prompt, but that's not the case. They're here to work together. So let's take a step back. So here around the screen, we see the terminal app and command prompt inside the terminal app. So terminal is a host application for command line shells, which means I can host things like command prompt there. And it's terminal's job to listen to commands and text that user sends or types and sends it to the command prompt, which then reads and then executes and sends it back to the terminal display. So I do a dir here, terminal sends it, command prompt reads it, and then displays it.
Okay, with a nice background.
Yes, that's one of the cool things about Windows Terminal. So Terminal, because we're a host application, we can do things that command prompt can't, like do tabs. We can do split panes and also color customizations. So if you look here in my other tab, I have this awesome looking split pane setup with PowerShell here, Linux, Ubuntu here via WSL, and command prompt. And I like changing my backgrounds just to make it look more like cooler, and also helps me distinguish between all these different shells I'm using.
I love it. I love it. So then, what's new with that new release coming up? Well, what is that new release coming up?
Yeah, so this month, January 2023, we have a new release, Windows Terminal Preview 1.17. And it's going to have a whole bunch of, actually, it's a big release, so it has a lot of features. And I think the one thing I want to call out that's of interest in the show is that a lot of the big features are actually community contributed features. So things like drop down menu customization and connection restart, to name a few. All features made by community members.
So I want to make a pause here because I think it's really important. So when you say community members, you don't mean Microsoft employee, is right?
Yeah. I'm talking about developers from the open source community. So let me open up my GitHub repo and show you.
Okay.
So here is the Microsoft Windows Terminal GitHub repo. As you can see here, we have 1.5K issues and 40 pull requests. So if we look at the issues here, you can see that a lot of these issues are submitted by the community members. So not necessarily also bugs and things like that, but also feature requests too. So a lot of these users, they're actually not not Microsoft employees. They're actually community members, and they help us push out terminal features and terminal release. Actually, one of I want to call out or give a shout out to one community member. His name is J4 James, and actually he's done so much for the Windows Terminal community. And the cool thing is some of his contributions actually go back to Windows, like Windows the OS itself. So by contributing to Windows Terminal, not only is he helping us make a better product, but also Microsoft Windows a better product too.
I love that. So you're being a contributor, you contribute to a project, and that project then that feature is really going into that product and then also into Windows. That's an
Yeah,
amazing story. That's pretty
it's
cool.
a weird, but it's a really cool ripple effect.
I love it. I love it. So what's again that version you're singing? When can we get it? Where can we get it?
Yeah, so the new release Preview 1.17, you can get it via via the terminal preview version via the Microsoft Store, winget, or if you want to actually look at the code yourself, you can get you can access the build on our GitHub repo.
Perfect. You know what? You have so many things to share with us, and we learned today the difference between the shell and the terminal. I will make you come back to the show again and explain more about Windows Terminal.
Awesome. That's big honor. A little bit nervous, but I'm glad to be here, Frank.
It will be awesome. Thank you.